Hello, everyone. Hope everybody's Friday is going okay. We will see how today's stream goes. I think we have everything going okay. Hello, Distant. Hi, Paul. How are things going? Deegan, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we won't be able to look at chat as much today. We're rocking like a real interesting setup. We're streaming live from the hotel room I happen to be staying in. But we lugged all our equipment here, and I think the connection's good enough to still be able to go live here, so... And, yeah, so we're checking out some fun stuff here today. We're going to be having a look at Munchie Madness event. We're going to have a look at the combat rovers there. The new advanced scavenging minigame. So yeah, we'll try to tab back and forth and check out chat every now and then. We actually also dragged our cat out here to the hotel, which is a bit of an adventure. So she's having a fun time. We'll restart a bunch of our regular stuff here. Trying to pay attention to chat at the same time is going to be a little bit of tabbing back and forth, but we'll do what we can. No cricket camera today, but we do have a static image here for when we inevitably start dropping some frames. Is there an in-minigame difference about the level of scavenging? Yes, as far as I'm aware, at least. Yeah, it looks like we're dropping about like 1% of our frames right now, but people can let me know if that gets like really, really bad. We can definitely like turn off our video feed and maybe do a couple other things to make adjustments and see how that goes. And of course, we're doing all of our regular stuff. We're doing our hopper training here, getting everybody trained up, leveling up our own aerospace, training up our martisans in electrical like we have been. Hey, Jeff. Hey, EO Destroyer. Welcome, welcome. Not too bad. Yeah, it looks like, I mean, let me know if we start like really dropping frames, and it might happen because we're on some interesting hotel Wi-Fi. And if we need to cut the camera, then we've got, what do we have here? We've got that static cat image ready to go. Hello, XORS, welcome, welcome. No cat camera, just a picture of Cricket to make do. Yeah. All right. Let's finish. There we go. So we're gonna start up a new round of hopper testing. Looks like we need a little bit more power in our ground control station. And I mean the combat bay is the building I've been spending the most time in recently, kind of poking around in what I need to build to get things going over there. And I'm still making a lot of stainless steel to sort of get ready for all that as well. A lot of the combat rovers use a fair bit of stainless steel, so... So we'll get another level of aerospace going there. But, so yeah, the combat bay, we've been poking around in here a little bit. So right now, really just making a lot of parts so that we can make the sub-assemblies for the armor and weapon packs. Because we're looking at getting some of these ones pumped out. I don't know if other people have been building rovers yet. Hello, Kelly, Sunny, welcome, welcome. Combat Bay requires bags of money. Get bags of money first. Yeah, Combat Bay is definitely a more expensive building. It's expensive to get. It's expensive to level up and even try and acquire more slots. So we're not going anywhere near all that for now. We're just focusing on running the 3 that we have with our meta shield allowing us to slap 3 on this little plot here. We have a few martisans down at the bottom that still need training. But we have been slowly... We got this person up to 50 electrical not too long ago, so that was a little bit of a journey there. And now we've got, you know, another batch at the bottom that we could be focusing on. But I don't know if we're doing another round of martisan training anytime soon. Hello, Renid. Welcome, welcome. We're going to try and do lots of our regular stuff here today as well. One of the things I will say, like, for being in a random hotel room with, like, none of my regular equipment, our lighting's, like, not too bad. We just had to move a bunch of the lamps around and close all the shades, and we got it sorted. We'll do, yeah, a bunch of our regular stuff, though. We'll, do some Rusty Rigs. We got some packs to open to see what we might be giving away today. I know, we've got at least a composter pack somewhere in the inventory to open up. Yeah, so we've got at least that guy. We could open that one early so we know if that prize is huge. Yeah, we'll just, we'll see what's coming near the end there. We'll get, I think, you know, we could aim for a mythic again would be kind of cool. Or a common. We'll just add it to the prize pile. Because we'll have quite a few things to give away by the end of today, I believe. Yeah. So the thing I do want to play a fair bit of today, we'll finish talking about the combat bays here. Okay, so we have a whole bunch of different combat bay parts. Most of them are craftable using a lot of metal and pieces from, like, the smelter and the machine shop that you can already put together. Some of them, however, like the electric motor and the durable power cell, they require other parts to have been made first. So you have to make heavy wire in order to make the motors. You have to make titanium encasing in order to make the durable power cells. So some of these take multiple steps just to build, like, one rover, combat rover part. So you build all these parts, and then those parts are used to make different sub-assemblies. So either armor sub-assemblies or weapon sub-assemblies. And then those sub-assemblies are either turned into rovers, so you use a bunch of sub-assemblies and maybe a couple parts, or you turn them into armor or weapon boxes. So this uses, like, all of the armor sub-assemblies or all of the weapon sub-assemblies. On the lower end, it uses one of each and gives you 1, 2, or 3. And on the higher end, it uses 2 or 3 of each and gives you really high-level weapon boxes. What exactly will all of those do? Go and read the player guide, and you'll have a better idea. There's a whole bunch of stuff about Dusk, Rust, and Glory. Go read the player guide. We know not too much right now. Yeah. So just pick a rover that you like the sound of based on what the player guide has to say about it. Still need an eBay and a Roverworks to get this thing off the ground. Yes, they take a fair bit of setup. No, I mean, at this point, I'm installing, like, rare Roverworks to get these things running. So I think the market pretty much sold off all the commons that were out there. And commons can't be crafted at the moment, so the cheapest that you'll get, I think, will be uncommons from, like, gold Roverworks and gold engineering bay packs, right? Yeah, there's no commons really left out there to build these. So for anyone who doesn't know, in order to get your combat bays online, you have to install a Roverworks and an engineering bay in order to get it started. So yeah, we haven't decided which ones we're going to build, but you can do a lot of reading on what these different rovers do in the player guide, and just, you know, based on the reading it and seeing what it does, you'll decide which one you like the sound of and maybe just go in that direction. You can also tell, like, which ones, like, this is melee, this is kinetic, so like a little launcher. So if you like, you know, this is probably a control class, like EMP, electromagnetic pulse, like disabling other ones. So just go read the player guide if you want to know more about the different rovers and what they do. That's most of how you get there. Pretty expensive to do right now, and common combat bays only have 1 task capacity, and all of those parts take 12 hours. So if you're someone who wants to get into combat rovers when PvP starts in about a month from now on May 16th, highly, highly recommend getting these set up, getting them going now, because it's going to take you, like, weeks to build all the stuff if you only have one bay. Even with 3 combat bays, I think it took me about a week to put, like, any amount of parts together for Rovers. Yeah, so that's a bunch of what's going on there. Okay, so that's combat bays. I think pretty straightforward. There's not too many moving parts when it comes to combat bays. How do you... what is this? Get a loan, make money, buy Roverworks and eBay. Then a combat bay? Yeah, sorry. Whew. You could also rent the combat bay slots. Like, I'm happy to set these up for rentals for people in my settlement if anyone wants to dive in and try building some of your own parts and putting one together. Yeah, but these slots I would probably rent for, like, I don't know, 5 Dusk an hour or something. Because they're tough slots to get a hold of, right? Anyway, heading back over to look at some of the other stuff that we're talking about today, we want to look at the 420 event. So you can come in here, you can pick up your cannabis seeds. I don't know if we've already picked any up, so I'll just grab another batch just in case we haven't. So you get your cannabis seeds pack. You can head over to your inventory and open that thing up. Get your 50 cannabis seeds. And once we've got that, we will head over to a greenhouse. Greenhouse. And there we are able to grow our cannabis. So you need 10 life science, you need all this stuff that's kicking around in here. We lack a little bit of water in order to get this going. We might even have to do this in 2 batches if we don't have enough in one go. There we go. Grow some, throw in some more water, grow the rest. There we go. So about 8 hours to get those grown. Once they grow, we have chances of getting these purple buds, which we can open for chances at glitter, guaranteed dusk, chances at glitter, and 0 to 3 stamina. So you get those 2% of the time. We get a whole bunch of these cannabis buds. Happy belated 420 to everybody, yeah. So with that, we take it over to a chemistry lab. And over in our chemistry lab, we can decarboxylate. So we get decarboxylated cannabis by removing... You can read everything if you want to know some of the science here and what's going on. So we remove a carboxyl group from turning the THCA into consumable THC in the cannabis buds. So we take that decarboxylated cannabis and we can combine it with sunflower oil in order to get cannabis oil. And this is basically what we're using in a whole bunch of different recipes. So to do these last couple of steps, you're going to need a little bit of chemistry level in order to get stuff done. So you can either job it out or make it yourself. With this made, you can take it over to the kitchen and start putting everything together. So in our kitchen, we've got adding that oil to a green smoothie in order to make a special green smoothie. We can use it with our yeast and wort and ice and water in order to make a beer. Or we can toss some in with some salt and sunflower seeds and make a little sunflower seed snack. So we take any of those and we can go and we can eat them. They're on the same cooldown timer as the sunflower seeds. And they've got pretty good rewards. So a 40% chance of dusk, 10% chance of glitter. So 50-50, you will get some of this stuff. You always get the stamina, you always get the waste, and then that same percent chance to get that cannabis buds, the purple ones, that you can get bonus stuff from. So, pretty cool event. No leaderboard, it's a pretty chill event. Just make some extra stuff, get some extra stamina. Not too expensive to buy into. Like, if you just want to pick up, like, you want to give it a try. Oops, wrong button. Like, 100 Dusk, so 10 Dusk per cannabis seed. You could just spend, like, your 100 Dusk here and go plant your 10 seeds and give it a go and see how it goes. We planted a fair amount here. Right, so we could get 5 rounds of this, so a minimum of 45 buds just for spending your, like, 100 Dusk, which is pretty good. So you could check out the whole chain just by spending 100 Dusk and diving into that and seeing what it has to offer. And, yeah, maybe making some fancy snacks and getting some wicked payouts at the end. Keeping in mind, like, if you hit this glitter drop, right, you're 0 to 40, and you happen to hit... Oh, because it's 2 pulls. It's 0 or 20 or 40, so you get 2 rolls on that 50%. So I think on average, you're supposed to get 1, right? So if you get lucky and you hit that 10% glitter drop, and you wrap that and take it to the market... You're looking at all of your stuff paying off for that glitter already, like a 1.5 times profit, including, or not including, like all of the stamina that you got and the potential fancy buds along the way and all the other stuff. So, I mean, pretty rad overall, in my opinion. On my way to making cannabis smoothies. Yeah, especially if you have, like, green smoothies left over from the previous events. Real easy to just get that stuff, pour it in, make the special green smoothies, and then you're rolling. So yeah, pretty cool. But so the thing I want to spend the most time today on, so we've hit up the Combat Rovers, we've talked about the Munchie Madness event. The coolest thing that has come out, in my opinion, like super rad, Paul, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I like when people pick up what I'm putting down. Did I celebrate yesterday? I actually, because we were moving into the hotel and, you know, we just had a busy day, we were just, like, swimming in the hotel pool yesterday. Which, of course, is always a blast for me. I love checking out, like, pools that I haven't seen and, like, is there anyone around who can show me the maintenance room so I can nerd out over that? No, but we went for a Korean barbecue last night, which was pretty rad. Anyway, so the thing that I really want to spend a fair bit of time on and really dive into, because I think it's super, super cool. So if we're opening that aerospace icon and going to available missions, this guy, that advanced scavenging now, incredibly fun. I love, like, the planning and the... like, diving into this and looking at, like, how to plan out your route and where to go. So, looking at our board here, it's pretty cool. We actually have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have all 5 different points of interest on our map here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our info here, I think eventually we will be adding, like, the link to the page that will tell you more about what's going on this map. But I'll talk you through it as we pick some stuff up. So basically, we start with our 10 energy here. Walking onto these little scavenging spots will give us a chance at a drop for some items. We get some scavenging XP. We get our regular stuff that we would from advanced scavenging anyway. But we also have these chances of getting these additional items. I don't know if they're called something specific. We get 15 injuries, goodies. Okay, well, we get these extra items. So there's 5 different items. So the transponder, for example, you could go read about this in the player guide, but the transponder is used on this little rover to turn it back online. So the first thing we're going to do is walk up to that rover. So you can see we get a little bit of scavenging XP and regolith from walking onto these. And some water-rich clay. So, like, the same scavenging drops that we would have been getting from hitting advanced scavenging. But now we're getting them from, like, walking all over, right? And just as with the other Hex minigames, it doesn't cost you any stamina to move on to these points of interests. Scavenging level affects your loot drop in the Hex game. Yes, as far as I'm aware. Hi, Mivilla and Saman. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, moving on to here doesn't cost us any stamina. And we can see we have that installed transponder button, which is going to give us some extra stuff. So extra XP, some art, some stuff. So each of these points of interest has a different item associated with it that we'll talk about when we find some more. So hopefully, okay, so here's where we can talk about one of these. We'll walk off of it so you can see what's going on. So similar to the first Hex minigame, you also have injuries. If you receive 15 total injuries, your game ends. You can receive injuries randomly by walking onto little scavenging shovels. But once you know it's an injury spot, it will stay on the board and let you know there's a hazard there, so you can avoid it in the future. You can see we still have 4 stamina, so we'll keep walking along some of these. That's another hazard. That one's fine. This, I think we want to go this way. So this plasma cutter. Oh, what does the plasma cutter do? Not you, not you. I think plasma cutter is for this set of barrels. So it'll let us do that section when we get there. Always forget to convert energy and lose the game because of that. Yeah, that's why we stopped right here. Navigator, welcome, welcome. So, thing we're going to talk about here is we have 1 energy left. If we walk onto any of these spots and use up that last energy, our game is going to end because we ran out of energy. But with this scavenging minigame, you can keep adding in your stamina as long as you have more to keep going. Because we have a low amount of injuries, we know we have access to this spot right here where we're going to be able to use this plasma cutter. We want to convert this energy and keep going. So we're going to convert 10 of our actual stamina into in-game stamina. And we'll keep going just to this site here. So we should probably talk about how to identify this stuff. So we made it to these chemical barrels. We have the plasma cutter, so we can use it to gain some chemical sludge. So let's go over here. Let's talk about advanced scavenging. So you could read through this whole thing on the minigame. Whole bunch of different stuff going on, but this is the chart that you really want to use while you're playing that tells you which of these objective items goes with which hex location. So that plasma cutter went with the barrels we found, the transponder that we found went with the rover. So really, if we could find a lost key card while we're still like up here around where it's going to be used, that would be kind of ideal for us. So we're going to hit some of these scavenging hexes, hoping not to get too many injuries. See, that hard drive battery goes with that yellow hard drive down there at the bottom. So a good find, but not what we need right now. So we're actually going to walk this outer loop here, trying to find a key card, not a transponder. We already restarted the rover, so that transponder we might be able to use later. So we'll talk about that. But we're going to keep running around a bunch of these scavenging hexes up here until we find a key card. We found a copper ore, which is also pretty good. And you'll see we're getting a lot of scavenging experience along the way as we travel a lot of these hexes. Just hazards over here, and it looks like we're about to run out of stamina, so we want to make sure we recharge some more stamina here. Do we have enough? Yes. If your button has been grayed out, this means like probably you're clicking a whole bunch of things all at once, and you just need to reload your page in order to have that button light up again, that's all. The stamina dump has begun, almost 20 stamina in. Yeah, but I mean, when we get a solid map like this, we have low injuries, we have a lot of points of interest that we can go explore, and we're actually getting the items to open up those sections. Like, we know we're going to want to dump that 10 stamina because eventually we're going to need to go down to that hard drive down there on the bottom. But we're really... Oh. Forgot why we reloaded in the first place. Okay, well, you know what? This is how we do things here. Just forget why we're pressing buttons in the first place. Right, so, these items do not carry over from game to game. So these transponder, plasma cutter, hard drive, battery, you cannot carry them into your next minigame. But you can use them to get free resources or bonus resources back on your settlement. So, lucky with the injuries. Yeah, that was really a very lucky injury round. We didn't get too many. What do we do with what's in the inventory when there's no option to sell it on the market? Yeah, that's what we're going to go talk about right now. So, you head over to the smelter. And down at the bottom of the smelter, you can see all of those things that are used to unlock those 5 locations. These are all those objective items. We can turn those into a metal bit and some metal scraps. So we'll hit that. We'll turn one of each of the things into metal scrap. And then we can take these metal scraps that we're putting together and we basically get free resources from it. So we get some regolith, usually regolith and metal bits. Possibly iron or copper. And we always get an unrefined metal chunk. But you'll see all of these are relatively cheap, like a stamina, a little bit of power, a mining tool. So it's basically free. It has a small cost associated, right? So we do all this, we get free metals, free things. Then we take that unrefined metal chunk. And we can head over to the chem lab with it. And these metal solvents, you can see metal solvents we can get from the mining rig, so we can use that in the lab. So basically, if you ever find the mining equipment, you go to the rig, you can find these solvents over there, and we can refine that metal chunk with a decent chemistry level into free ores. Like, you know, again, little bit of power, some stamina, some chemistry tools, but relatively free in order to get this stuff going, right? Yeah, lots of these things are like high levels to process all that junk in the end, but it's essentially free to take all this stuff and turn it into useful items that you've just found at very, very little cost, right? Is this new? I have used the items from previous runs. We shouldn't be able to. Okay, so next things we have are, remember that chemical sludge that we found in the unrecovered chemistry barrels? We can turn that chemical sludge into processed sludge. So this one takes a little bit more, a bit of water, but again, not too much to get a good amount, 2 to 5 chemical sludge. And we can turn each of those chemical sludge into some CO2, some hydrogen, some methane, some nitrogen. So, like, valuable chemicals, right? Some of these first ones not so much, but the methane, the nitrogen, you'll get at least something out of these. And remember, you're getting more than one from this, so yeah. You can also get specimen data. So we've talked about the rest of these, right? You have that chemical stuff that you can process. You have the metal scraps and chunks and things that you can process. And the last one is the specimen data. Items are saving from game to game. Ah, okay. Advanced scavenging. Alright, they're not supposed to, but that's interesting to know. We'll see how long that lasts before that gets patched. So we can head over to our library, where we can use these research specimens. So we can either use a specimen and some sludge to receive chemistry research, as well as a little bit of chemistry XP. Or we can use our specimen data and soil in order to get life science research. So you can basically use either of them to speed up your research in a certain category. So all that stuff, I think, is pretty fantastic. This is why we can't have nice things. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 25 barrels are worth more than the reward after refining them. So you think it's not worth it to process the barrels? That could be correct. Maybe the gases need a little bit of a balance pass and they should be giving more gases because gases are cheap. The metal chunks, though, are like basically free to process, right? The experience, yeah, you need high levels in order to do it. Yeah. Do we know, is it universal? Can we use, like, any of our items? Let's go play another game and see. Ah, we need some scavenging tool power. So, of course, if you run out of scavenging tool power, you just head over to your actions menu, and you use batteries to recharge that. But you can charge it up to 80 using batteries. I mean, like, not even half a battery to play a scavenging minigame is pretty rad, especially because you can keep piling on stamina. So instead of using as much scavenging tool power as you would have before, you use a significantly less amount. We'll just grab a traveler, hop on the map, and go again. Hello, welcome everybody who's just tuning in. We already have a common composter to give away today, and I'm shocked we've dropped as few frames as we have given our current streaming location, but yeah. So it looks like we've got 2 locations to visit up top, 2 down at the bottom. So what we're going to do is actually head straight to this one to see if we can use a key card from our inventory in this building. And it looks like we can't, so even if we have a lost key card in our inventory, we cannot use it here. We got some mining equipment, which we could use down here. And what's going to be on this one? A hard drive battery, which we know we have in our inventory and we can't use here. So, I don't know if we can. People who were saying this is possible. Distant. Oh, just press the button? Ah, I see. Says 0, but we're able to do it. Gotcha. Okay, okay. You just have to be ambitious and power through. Interesting. But will it fail if you actually have 0 in your inventory? Which it should, right? So if we go up here and we say, whatever this guy is, right? Our cargo crates. With our lost key card. If we go to our inventory and we look down at the bottom. A lost key card. We currently have 3. So we can't get rid of all of them to test. I was gonna say if we can just chuck them all into a smelter and go from there. But we can't get rid of all of these. We can't get rid of our batteries either, because the one... Oh yeah, so if you ever leave your mission, you can get back to it by going to ongoing missions, in case you weren't aware. We could go use our mining equipment down here, because we actually have found one. But we have 0... If we hadn't found this mining equipment, we would have been able to test. Oh, is Cricket doing things? Do we see Cricket? Hello, Arthur. Othor. I clicked it because I didn't know it didn't carry over. I was confused why it was grayed out. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, Cricket is hanging out in the hotel with us. She's just currently in a bed over here. Hey. There you go. Yep, so for anyone who's tuning in late and didn't get the messages right there at the beginning, if anyone remembers from like I don't know, months ago, we were briefly talking about how our house flooded a little bit. So we're moved out right now while they do repairs to our floor and ceiling. So that's why we're staying in the hotel, and Cricket is here with us. So hopefully those will all get fixed up and things will be nice when we get back. We're going to keep on walking. We need to give ourselves enough energy to get down to these different hazards, though. Oh, we didn't even claim those chemicals while we were up there. Oh, well. We'll walk down to... Or no, that would have been the key cards, so those are fine. We definitely want this mining equipment, though, because solvents are a little bit rarer. We've got 2 mining equipments. Okay. I think we have enough stamina to get over there, so hopefully we don't hit too many injuries. I do like the amount of scavenging XP that we're getting by doing this. Like, that's pretty cool, right? Yeah, we should have opened while we were up there, for anyone who's curious. Those things don't work here in Brazil. A house job like that would take months. Yeah, I mean, we got a couple... There's like a whole pile of contractors, and they'll be in there for about a week. So we're out from Wednesday this week till Wednesday next week or so. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully we get not too many injuries running around here grabbing all these things. We do have the mining equipment in order to do this. And we get some rig shards. A little unfortunate, because we're kind of looking for that metal solvent. We will... do we want to spend... Yeah, we'll spend like two more energy in order to just walk over there. Yes? Please? Well, is it worth it? No, it'd be... We don't have the stuff to do it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so we finished up there. Grab a couple more things. Head back. We could turn these all into metal chunks if we want to. Are people grinding lockboxes in this game? I'm not sure. The cat is on the table. The Brazilians will understand. Interesting. I do... colloquialisms are a thing that are, like, pretty cool. Yeah, distant, but you're not supposed to be able to do that. That's the thing. Yeah, we'll hit Rusty Rigs. One of the other things... Where's our Rusty Rigs? Here we go. And we'll do a couple of those. I forgot, we also have a lockbox to open up and give away today, so that's pretty cool. I think if we switch to, like, our full screen... Do we have... We have us. There's the cat. Hey. She'll look over. But, you know, she's pretty... As long as she's got her bed, she doesn't really care where in the world we are, so... She's pretty chill no matter what. Hey, Kelly, welcome, welcome. Looks like our music is just wrapping up there. We'll pick another song. Well, Distant, that's... I think generally the way that I've been playing, I still am able to get all of the locations every time, regardless. But yeah, sometimes you will get a lot of injuries. But no, I think it's perfectly balanced that way as well. The way that people are doing it now... No. She'll eat you while you're gone? Nah, Cricket's pretty chill. She doesn't care about much. Okay, how much time do we have? Oh, we're at like 45 minutes already. We're food providers for cats. So one of the coolest things that I've heard is basically like why Why is your cat so affectionate and, like, rubbing up on you when you get home after a long day? It's because they think that you were out hunting to provide food for them, so when you get back, they're like... Or that's also why they're like, give me the food right now, because they think you were bringing them back food. When I run, I'm getting 4 to 5 injuries in a move. You shouldn't be getting 4 to 5 anymore. I think it's been tuned a little bit. Like, usually I'm getting 1 to 3 now. But 4 or 5 does happen occasionally, but that's not, like, an every time. My dog just thought I would never come back. Yeah. Open the closet. Put in the kill bowl. Put kill in bowl. Yeah. Cricket. Yep. She's pretty cute. Looks like we're finished training that level of aerospace that we plugged in. I don't think we have enough for another one. 58. Yeah, we still have a little bit more to go before we can get another one. Slowly grinding those aerospace levels out. I don't think we have any packs to open and give away. No. But we could check out the shop and see if there are packs that we want to give away. I don't think we have Combat Bay vouchers. Let's look at... All is going to have a bit of a panic attack here while we go to this category. Then we sort by, like, Glitter or Dusk. And we have, like, any packs. Hatchery pack. But I think these are going to give us pulls right when we open them, right? Hatchery packs. Shard packs are pretty rad. Don't need any of these, though. A land pack? I haven't bought a land pack in a long time. But people don't need more land for the most part. Common building packs, so just all 4 commons. These are all shards. We don't need shards. Shard. Silver thorium reactor packs. We could grab one of those. Hatchery pack. Hatchery shard packs. Composter shard pack. Tools, vending machine. Degen packs. Yeah, this is where we can pick up a cheap pack. Okay. Or composter degen pack. Yeah. Just give me one of those. Silver composter. Habitat kit. Commissary kitchen? I think these are, like, people need commissary kitchens, right? That's one that, like, everyone wants for this event and not many people have a whole ton of. Orthor, you're welcome to, like, reach out via DMs and let me know. Give us a kitchen? Yeah, okay. So we'll open up a kitchen here. Degen? Yeah, the Degen rolls. I mean, it's just so cheap to get one, right? Definitely could use a kitchen. Pluses from everyone. Yeah, okay. So we'll pop open a kitchen pack here. So we'll add this to the giveaway. So we've got a composter, a common composter. We've got a... Oh, yeah, I forgot we get, like, a little knowledge roll there, too. So common composter. I think... What do we think? I think this will be an epic kitchen for us to give away. Yeah, I think I'll take one of those. That sounds good. I mean, a rare is okay, too, I guess. We'll give away a rare kitchen. Alright, rare is fine. Sounds good. So, rare kitchen, a common composter, and then this one takes a little bit more shenanigans to figure out if we can give it away, but in this titanium lockbox, if we happen to get a recipe that we already have a copy of, then we'll give it away. But if we don't, then I have to keep the recipe to start, you know, filling out all my own. So, I mean, if you're someone who watches the stream lots, then you know what recipes we've already acquired. But if not, then you're gonna have to wait until we figure it out. So you're really, I mean, what are the big ones that I already have? Like, I already have Obsidian 3D print shops. I've got like a lot of basically every expert tool recipe. I have like most of them already. Don't think I've hit all the aerospace ones, but gold life science tools, yeah, we might have that guy. We're gonna lump them all and then we're gonna give them away in order. Don't worry, we'll walk people through it when we get to the giveaway. Yeah, definitely don't have this like composter pack or thorium reactor. These would be all great hits for us. I do have lots of the epic buildings, so if you like, epic composter might be, no, epic composter is not a giveaway, but Roverworks, mining rig, some of these ones. I have lots of gold packs, so anyway, we'll open it up and we will see if it's something we can give away. What's our low roll? I think our low roll on these is like legendary shards, which can definitely happen. Or like sealed master tools is also kind of a low roll, but alright, let's see what we get. Gold solar panel Gen 3. Interesting. I feel like, can you already make solar panels at all rarities? I don't know about that one. Gold solar panel Gen 3. Let's see. That's gonna be in a 3D print shop, I believe. Buildings. So yeah, we can make up to epic solar panels if we have the knowledge. So to get the rarer ones, we do need to make the gold solar panel building packs. And then we'd have chances at higher level ones. And we do have the fabrication level to make these, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, looks like we don't have the knowledge for those ones yet. So we'll hold on to that one recipe. Actually, we'll go learn it so we can add it to the pile. That's what we need to start doing, is actually plugging some of these in if we haven't already. Because we can give away some of the excess if we have them kicking around in here, but we need to actually spend time going and looking at, like, what do we have in the inventory, what do we need to add, and figuring all that out. Okay, so we're going to do a giveaway. We'll set this guy up right now. It is a common composter plus rare kitchen. So we'll give both away to one winner. Green smoothie recipe would be a good giveaway. Oh, sure. Yeah, did we picked up, yeah, we picked up a green smoothie recipe. Yeah, you're not wrong, actually. We could give that away. If the person who wins does not have that thing already, we will give it away for them as well. Okay, giveaway has been started. Exclamation mark. Raffle puts your name in the draw for a chance to win. You do have to be following the stream in order for the bot to even pick your name out of the list. We try to give stuff away to people who come here regularly and say hi and chat and tune into the stream. So lots of stuff to give away. You'll just have to let us know if you're the winner, if you already have a green smoothie recipe or not. If you do, we'll just keep that one and give it away next time to somebody else. But a rare kitchen is going to be useful for basically anybody. Especially with the current events that are going on. Everyone could always use another kitchen. And they're not too bad to pick up there. Now, I know this says that it started. But Streamlabs looks different than it used to. We started the giveaway, but it didn't go to a page that has the giveaway. Where do I go see that giveaway? Is it just gonna pick someone? Streamlabs looks different than it did before. Interesting. We'll see if this thing gets sorted out here. But things look different than they used to on the back end of Streamlabs. Polls, stores, giveaway, add giveaway. We've done that. We've started the giveaway, but it didn't go to the page that usually overviews it. Okay. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, see, now it says the raffle's done, but it also hasn't picked anyone, and it's not sending me to a page where I can draw winners, as I have in the past. And if I press the button, it's just going to start another giveaway, which isn't what I want. So, how do I get to active giveaways? Oh, this works. I can click here and click here. Okay, alright, we can pick a winner. Hooray! Good job, everybody who tuned in. So, the winner of a common composter, a rare kitchen, and the smoothie recipe, if you don't already have the smoothie recipe, is Koopy Bread. Congratulations, Koopy Bread. Always cool to see people who are regulars and always tuning in. Koopy Bread, do you have the green smoothie recipe already? So we can figure out if we need to include that or not. And, as well... Oh, that's funny, you also made it in with like 2 seconds to spare at the end of the raffle there. Don't have it yet? Awesome! And then drop me your wax address or whatever your wallet address is, and we'll make sure we get stuff sent over your way. Yeah, so that green smoothie recipe, pretty useful right now for anyone who missed it earlier, because in that kitchen, which we're also giving away, you'll be able to make these smoothies and add the cannabis oil to them in order to make the special green smoothies. So this knowledge you could still unlock in a couple places just by buying stuff in the shop. I think you probably can buy it on the market as well, but it's probably going to be one of the more expensive ones. Yeah. As they're pretty limited right now, right? Yeah, you can just shoot me a message, shoot me a DM over on Discord, and I'll get you sorted out later on. Just make sure you reach out, and yeah, let me know you were the winner on the stream, and here's my wax address and whatever else, because I will probably forget between now and when you reach out. I should write down what the prizes were as well, so I don't forget. Make a little note to myself. More dust than the common composter? Yeah, that recipe is a pretty expensive one. But I think a lot of people might have it kicking around from the last event. And, I mean, if not, just go make some of the cheaper stuff, right? Like the sunflower munchies or the can of beer don't require any recipes, right? The green smoothies are just the easy one to make if you have stuff from the last event. Alright. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. It's been a pretty awesome Friday. Surprisingly solid connection. Excuse me. Surprisingly solid connection, given that we're streaming from our not usual location. And, yeah, we'll probably catch everybody next Friday. I believe we're able to do so. And hopefully we're streaming from our, back from our house at that time, with our floor and ceiling and everything redone. We'll catch everybody around the Discord, and of course, if anybody has any questions about anything that's going on, you're welcome to reach out over there and ping me and ask what's going on with the mini games or the Rovers or anything that we talked about today. And, yeah, we'll catch everyone around, and check out the YouTube if you want to see the tutorials or you want somebody to walk you through it over there. And, we'll see everybody next week. Later!